Hello, welcome to Keep It Simple, day number 47. We're going to be going through combos today. Combo moves, some legs, some arms, not very many exercises in our theme of keeping it simple. I have a set of 15-pound dumbbells and my foam roller. So let's start on our backs with our butt on the ground. We're going to put the roller just at the base of your scapula and then let your body arch backwards. Hold just a little bit of flexion in through the core. Nice pops, snap, crackle pops in the back. Feels good. Elbows open out wide. Just find that extension in your back. We don't get our back into this mode, into this pose very often throughout our days, so it's a nice thing to hit up every once in a while. Okay, bring your arms straight up behind you overhead. Lift your butt up off the ground and roll from your mid-back up. Take some deep breaths, keeping your breath nice, deep, and even throughout is very good. Gives even more benefit to your roll. Lean to the left. Let the roller kind of go from the base of your scapula all the way down towards your hip. And then we'll roll to the other side. Keep those arms up overhead if you can. Keep that breath going if you can. All right, and then we're going to roll all the way to where the roller is at the base of our skull. So push the little nubs at the base of your head into that foam roller. Let your hips relax on the ground, and then roll your head to the right and then the left. Feels so good. To the right and to the left. This is really good for just relaxing some of the muscles in your traps, your neck, stress muscles. Okay, stay on your right side and then nod your head up and down. Then to the left, nod your head up and down. And then the middle. Okay, and then we're going to roll back to where the roller is at the very tippy top of the shoulders, and you're going to let your head rock back. So the back of your head can rest on the roller, possibly. And this is, again, just extension for the neck. We have our head pointed down so much throughout the day. So just a little bit of reverse engineering for the neck. Hopefully you're finding space without a phone, space without a screen, getting out into nature. It's amazing how much this gives back to us. Tuck your chin, grab your core, slowly roll up. Perfect. That's it with our roller, and we're going to get going with a few stretches and moves, mobility into what we're going to be doing today. Take your legs nice and wide, spider lunge over to the left. Let your heel come up off the ground on your left side. Your right toes come up. Feel that stretch, pull, open the shoulders, slide your shoulder blades down, and then bring your body up and over. I really don't believe that we're ever going to evolve to where we do not need outdoors. That is how we were genetically made up and have been processed and evolved over the years to be outside in some elements now and then, receiving energy from the atmosphere, the sky above, the trees, the grass, the fields below the ground. I don't understand how it all works, but I do know that there is a lot of amazing energy in our world out there that's not on concrete. Okay, good job with your spider lunges. Now we're just going to go into a couple step back lunges, and then we're going to get started. Step back with your right leg, reach your right arm up overhead, stretch through your hip flexor, through the side of the body, through the back, step together, left leg back, Drop that knee. Inhale, lift your left arm up and over. Okay, so our first combo is going to be a lateral lunge to curl. All right. Holding both your weights. If you would like to curl one arm, you are very welcome to curl one arm. I'm going to be curling both, at least to start. So we're going to take a nice full lunge to your left or your right if you want to mirror me. You're going to hinge down toward the ground, frame your foot with your weight, step back, and curl. Okay, we're going to go for 10 nice, slow, and controlled repetitions. We're not here for crazy pace. We want to keep form. Hinge the hips back and down. When you come up, we're not swinging the body. Your elbows are staying in tight. Core stays strong. Hinge nice and far, back and down. 6. Make sure that the leg that's staying straight, that you're stepping away from, stays straight. A lot of times the knee likes to bend to help us get back up. We're not doing that today. 9 and 10. All right, other side. Lock the core. Step over. 1. 3. Enjoy lining your knees and toes. 4. 7. 8. Check in. Where do you feel the flex? 9. Inner thigh on your straight leg through the thigh and the glute on your bending leg. There's 10. Okay. 20 mountain climbers. Start at the back of your mat. Hinge forward over the legs. Walk your hands forward. Set up into a plank position. And then run those knees. 20 per side. All right. Now we're going to go with a lunge and a press. On this one, I am going to be just using one weight. Feel free to use 2 if you would like. We're going to be going a single side press. So your arm's going to stay up at the shoulder. You're going to step back with your right leg and then press up as the leg comes forward. Always checking in with that core. Stack up at the top. Drive through that front heel. Feel what you're working. 10. Now we get that new side. Left leg goes back. Press up using a little bit of energy from that push on the back leg. You need a little more stability through the core when you have that one side push. And 10. All right, back into our mountain climbers. 20 per side. All right. Now we get to go down to our backs grab your weight. We're going to do a weighted bug. We're going to hold your single weight in both hands and then extend one leg at a time. We're going to do 10 per leg. Pack in through the core. Extend your leg. Extend those arms. Pull everything back. Again, we're not rushing. I see so many people like to rush through their bugs. We want to take lots of time here to get the full benefit. You have to hold that extension just a teeny bit. Hold, flex, bring it all back. Start of 4. You should feel your upper back contract, your shoulders set in, and then you have core, core, core. First side of 7. We're developing the ability to keep the abs braced, those deep internal muscles of the core held firm and fixed while moving. If you're not able to do that with the weight, get rid of the weight. First set of 10. You can also keep your leg from extending so long. You can also just hold your dead bug in rigor mortis. Just sits there. No moving. Okay. 20 more. Mountain climbers. Here we go. Still holding that core. Shoulders stay up over the wrists. 18, 19, 20. Perfect. Hinge over those legs a second. Nice little stretch. Grab your quick yogi squat. And then we're going to go back to our lateral lunge and curl. It's good. We're going to keep our low grade heart rate. So it's up, but not quite high intensity. Here we go. I'm going to step to the right first this time. Nice and wide. Tap down, curl up. You're in control. You have good form. Good set stance. At the top of that curl, we're not contorting the body. Feel that core set in. Control the move, control the pelvis with that core. 2 more. And 10. All right. Other side. Hinge back and down. Try to see if you can keep your knee tracking with the toe as you drop into that lunge. 4. 5. Good, good, good. 7. Lots going on in combos. Should wear you out. I'm getting worn out. 10. All right. Mountain climbers, big wide fingertips. Here we go for 20. $19, $20. All right. Take a little hinge over those legs. And then we're going to grab our one weight. We'll start on our left side this time. Start at the front of your mat. Step back lunge. Drive up. Power push. Lock the core. Keep the hips level. Push through that heel. Find your glute. Nine, 10. Whew. There we go. Make sure those hips are squared off. How low can you drop that back knee? Feel flexion through the back. Get some breath going. Breath is good. Get into your heavy breathing. If you're pushing yourself hard enough, you'll be breathing heavy. 10. That's what we came for, right? Heart health, bone health, endurance. All right, back to our bugs. Remember, if you choose to go unweighted, that's fine. It's about keeping flexion through the core. So get everything set. Slide those shoulder blades down. Pack it in right here already. Feeling tons and tons of flexion through the core. Add in a little back, that rear delt behind your shoulders as the arms get overhead. Flex, pull that rib cage together. Start at 4. Can you keep that low back in contact with the ground? I have to work really hard to keep it. I can still feel my core grab, but let my back barely come up off the ground. And that's what I have to stop. That's what I have to eliminate. And if I can do that, that burn is much deeper, much better. Start of 9. It should not be an easy exercise. 10. You can also feel that pelvis on the ground, right? As you're flying there flat, your legs extend one to the other. You can feel whether or not it's rocking. And the core is what's holding it in place, square. That's what we need throughout our daily lives to keep our backs happy. The core flex to hold stability for the pelvis. 18, 19, 20. All right. Let's hit one more. Grab those weights. Lateral lunge to curl. Open chest, locked abs, long back. Check that core. strong and solid. Build your biceps. 7. 10. Other side. Lunge and curl. Relax the neck. Flex your back. Keep that open chest. Elbows stay tight. 9. Pull that belly button back. 10. Okay. Mountain climbers. Eighteen, 19, 20. All right. Lunge and press. Find your push, your drive. Line that knee and toe, front leg. Constant core. 10. We got it. Come on, a little push set. Work with your back, shoulder. 9, 10. Woo. Mountain climbers. All right, back to our weighted bugs. Perfect. Flex it in. Slide those shoulder blades down. Tighten it up. Extend. Exhale. Pull it back. Yes, it's tougher when you're a little out of breath. So push into the tough. Get your breath under control by lengthening your inhales, lengthening your exhales. Start at 4. Feel that pull, that grab when your arms and that one leg are fully extended. Flex into that back. Feel the muscles of the back contract. Finish at 7. Notice how your foot and leg are extending out of your hip joint. It should be straight ahead, not turning or tilting. Finish of 9. One more per side. Pack it in, pack it in. Make it burn. 10. All right, mountain climbers, last time. Perfect. Woo! Good job. All right, start with your child's pose. Hinge those hips back. Reach your arms really far forward. Oh, nice. Good work. Solid 3 sets. Take deep inhales and deep exhales. Shift your hips to the left. Shift your hips to the right. Come up to your hands and knees. Walk through the core. Inhale and bring your right arm up as far as you can, up overhead. Twist through the mid-back. Exhale, thread your hand underneath the left arm, reaching through. Bring your hips over to the right. Deep inhale, hold at the top. Exhale as slow as possible. Make sure you exhale deeply. And then push up. And we'll go to the other side. Inhale, bring your left arm up. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Thread it through all the way under. Reach. Find your breath. All right. Go ahead and take a seat for me. Put your left leg out at an angle and pull your right foot in towards your inner thigh. All right. Bring your left arm inside your left leg if you can. Depending on how your flexibility is, you may be up on top, you may be way back here, but try to find some stability on the floor. Okay, so before we start reaching, feel the right hip anchor lift up from your chest. Go ahead and open your chest, your rib cage, then bring your right arm up and over, continuing to anchor that right glute into the ground. Lots of nice stretch here for the lumbar spine, for your lat. Find that breath again. Deep inhale. On your next exhale, rotate over the left thigh, getting that hamstring now. Feel free to adjust however you need. If you prefer to pull the leg forward, if you like it here, if you want to bend the knee a little bit, add a little twist. In fact, we'll add a little bit of something. So bring your leg so it's straight out now in front of your thigh. So instead of at an angle. And then you're going to bring your right foot up and over so that your knees stack right on top of the other. Then lift up nice and high and then hinge over that leg. Now you can really feel the belly of that hamstring because the force and pressure and weight of your leg is holding it down. It's kind of crazy how it changes the stretch. Okay, let's hit up the other side. Put your right leg out at an angle. Left foot in. Find that positioning with your right arm inside your thigh or wherever to root onto the ground. Now open your chest, start here. Feel the hip drop, the left hip drops. Then bring your left arm up and over. Let it reach up. Your bicep is about alongside your ear. And you're anchoring and rooting your left glute into the ground. Find your breath. One more deep inhale. And then on your exhale, rotate over that hamstring. Nice work. That was good. I wasn't sure we'd get through 3 rounds. I didn't want to rush our reps. Bring your leg forward and then cross the top leg over, which we kind of did on the last set, but we had 2 super solid, controlled, slow sets. We didn't rush our bugs. So I am very, very happy with our work today. We're getting to that time of year. The sweat doesn't come on quite as quickly and as easily. I'm not working out in a sauna, so I have to really drive, flex, work extra hard to build the sweat. But I think it's really good for the body to learn different capacities with working out in different environments. Super hot sauna garage of the summer and the super cold icebox garage of the winter. Push your elbows into your knees, hands together. Get that ancestral squat. I hope that you're getting it a few more times throughout the day, and you'll inspire others around you to try it as well. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again tomorrow.